Welcome back here with your favorite family, the Savages.
Hey.
Make sure you turn on your post notifications, subscribe, like, and share to a friend. Follow us on all of our social medias. And that's about it, right?
Love it.
So today we're here to tell you about our marriage story, which people have asked us about. I wouldn't necessarily say it's part of the love story.
Is that what you're making say? Marriage story? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Wedding story, marriage story.
Marriage story, wedding story.
Is it the same thing?
I just story about the wedding.
I like that.
Sound good?
Just speaking patois forever.
I chat in a patois forever, as wife would say. So, may I tell them a story how it go? Cool? Alright, so, anything to say?
No, he does so much better telling the story than I do, so.
Alright.
I'm gonna just let him, if I have to chime in.
So. No, I'm gonna speak in English. Anyway, the day of, okay, I guess I'll tell my part. So, the day of the wedding, I ate my food.
This is important, just know, like, this isn't just like.
We're foreshadowing. So I ate my leftovers from the appetizer I got the night before at Cheesecake Factory. And I ate that at probably like 11 in the morning. Mm-hmm. And then I proceeded with my day. Aubrey took the car. She went to go get her makeup done. Mm-hmm. She went to go get her hair done with my mom. And then they left me to take care of my little brother. My mom and Aubrey left me to take care of my little brother. To decorate the wedding.
Yeah, we did like a really small COVID wedding.
Right. And in the beginning of it, I had to decorate my own wedding. I was the only person there actually doing any decorations for it. Afterwards, Alex came and told me to go back up to my room, and her and the rest of Aubrey's friends took care of the decorations. Mm-hmm. I went up and got dressed, and as I was getting dressed, my boys Ty and Taz, yep, they both showed up and they were like, hey, we don't have any clothes. Typical N-word shit, right? How you about to be at a wedding and you ain't get no damn clothes yet? It don't make no sense. But anyway, we go to the mall that's down the street.
We go, he went with them. So he went from having like no time on his hands to enough time to go to the mall the day of our wedding to go shop with his friend. Okay,
so I went from having no time on my hands to Alex saving the day and doing all the decorations. So now it's 4 or 5 hours before the wedding and I have nothing to do and there's nobody here for me because everybody left to go get their hair done, their makeup done, like all that shit. So I'm alone and afraid, like, damn, I'm about to get married and I have nobody to just chill with and vibe with. So when they came over, I was like, it's only right that I go to the mall with y'all. So we go to the mall. It took a while. So by the time I got back to the hotel, we're probably like 30 minutes out. And I need to go throw my clothes on and get ready for this wedding. And she's in the other room with her friends getting dressed. Yeah. And
I mean, I was dressed like an hour and a half before the wedding was supposed to start. And I think he was still at the mall by the time I was like already dressed. So me and my girls were like sitting together, like they're giving me gifts because it's like my wedding day, and we're like just almost crying because I don't want to ruin my makeup, but having like a moment. So I'm like what is Rain? Like what's going on? And then keep in mind, like I actually ate. Like I ate multiple times. I was 4 months pregnant. Like I'm not about to skip a meal. So I was well fed. He's still at this point.
I know this sounds crazy, but it's gonna make so much sense.
Yeah, while we're talking about food. Okay, so anyways, let's fast track to the actual like ceremony. So by this point he's back, he's dressed, I'm dressed. Right. Everyone's like telling me like you have to wait, just keep waiting. I'm like, what am I waiting for? Like this wedding was supposed to have been started. Like what am I waiting for?
Let's say the wedding, I don't remember exactly what time, but let's say the wedding was supposed to start at 4, right? Now, everybody that's familiar with black people are majority late except for these business women. And then Jamaicans are always late. Doesn't matter if they're businessmen or women. Doesn't matter. They're always fucking late. Anyway, we get there. The food is late, which my uncles catered. My grandfather is nowhere to be found. And my mother is there. Aubrey is waiting. And I'm like, you need to chill because, I don't want you to come down here before everybody's actually ready. It doesn't make any sense. And I'm setting up the tripod, which this camera is on. And While I'm setting up the tripod, my mother comes in and she goes, hey, I need the Zoom link to send to my grandmother. So I'm like, all right, cool. I send my mother the Zoom link. The only 3 people that were supposed to be on the Zoom link are my father and everybody he's with, my grandmother, and Aubrey's grandmother. For whatever reason, my mother decided to send this Zoom link to everybody in the congregation, right? So I'm looking at the phone and it's just like 1,000 people. Probably not 1,000, but it felt like 1,000 people. And I'm like, damn, what the hell is going on? And I'm clicking on people, clicking on people, clicking on people. And mind you, it's a COVID wedding, so there's not supposed to be that many people actually in the building. That's why we had the Zoom link. And while I'm doing it...
Ayana too was on there.
Ayana too was on there. But while we're doing it, my barber pulls up. And he's just like, yo, I'm here. What's up?
He was like dressed too. Like
he pulled up. He was dressed down. Like, mind you, I did not have to dress this man. He pulled up, dapper down, like coming into my wedding. And I'm like, you were not invited.
But I'm glad you're here.
But I'm glad you're here. Can you record this for me and can you accept the Zoom links so that I can go do what I have to do for my wedding? So shout out to Meaty. I love you, my bro. But that was crazy. And all while this is happening, Aubrey is coming down the hallway. And I'm like, damn, like we weren't even supposed to be starting yet. I was waiting to give you the green light. My grandfather comes in and Aubrey comes in through the back door and my mother goes out the front.
Another little back part. You know how most people practice for their weddings, like the day before, week before, whatever they do?
We ain't do none of that shit. Ceremony is starting because Aubrey just walked in. She meets me at the end of the aisle and we walk down together. And I, for whatever reason, like y'all see me, I'm all animated and shit. I'm stoic. I'm like.
And I'm just awkward. I'm like, because my heart is. I was so.
Like I had no clue what to do. Like this shit was crazy. And we get up there and I'm looking like, where the hell is my mom? Mind you, her father has already started officiating. He already started doing his job, doing what he has to do. But the whole time,
flowers. I'm like, where are my flowers?
She didn't have her bouquet. Like, shit's crazy. And the whole time, I'm just like, where the hell is my mom? Like, I'm trying to signal my brother, like, yo, go get mom. Nothing is happening. And Aubrey's like, just relax, stop. And I finally get my little brother to go get my mom. She comes back in. She's like, you can hear her outside. Oh, that means it didn't start there. It didn't start? Without me? I mean, I ain't there. And she runs back in with my sister. My sister's screaming. And we get back to the wedding as we're supposed to do, right?
After all this stuff has happened, like it's just thing after thing after thing. We're just not, like my dad has already started and I'm like trying to calm Randy down. Randy's trying to like organize everything while like we're starting our it was just a hot mess. It was a mess.
We was trying to do what we could do with no practice. And I don't know how much you guys know about what happens when you stand up straight. But like I said, I was standing real stoic and I was carrying myself very stoic and stern and I didn't smile much and I didn't know what to do. In the military, they teach you to bend your knees when you're at the position of attention. You got the pants on, it's all baggy and stuff. Nobody can see the little bend in your knees. You need to bend your knees to let the blood circulate. So for me, I'm standing up straight. And I'm staring Aubrey dead in her eyes. And the last thing that I remember is her father praying over me. And he's doing his thing. And the next thing I know is my mother is over me. The blood of Jesus! The blood of Jesus! The blood of Jesus! Yes, sir! The blood of Jesus! And her father's over me. Yeah!
And Randy's like, what are you doing?
What the fuck is going on here? Like, what? Everybody's over me and I'm like, bro, what is happening? Like, the last thing I remember is he started praying, but now everybody is praying. And I'm like, why are y'all screaming at me, fam?
There's literally probably 15 people.
What had happened was, what happened? Can you tell them what happened?
I mean,
I fainted.
He fainted. He fainted.
Rings are very large in their significance They're made of a precious metal and precious stone. And that reminds us that love is not cheap or common. But indeed, love is very costly and did us.
Yeah, that happened.
That happened at our wedding.
That happened
so
at
I'm
the
like, do
wedding.
you really want to do this? Are we good? Like, is this what we need to be doing right now?
I was all in. I was just, like I said,
just didn't eat.
I didn't eat nothing. I was
Overwhelmed.
tired. I was doing a lot.
Legs
Nervous,
knocked out.
I'll say that. Yes, I was a little bit nervous. I'm getting married and we didn't do no practice and we about to just do the damn thing. So yes, there was some nerves in there.
Yeah.
And it was really just a lot on everything. So yeah, I went down like a rock, but she caught me, my wifey.
I'm gonna always hold you down, boo. I'm about to get
But she held me up technically.
Yeah.
And my mother, shout out to my mother because she catch me on the other side. Mm-hmm. So it was great. Like,
yeah, I mean, this is definitely, we'll never forget our wedding just because of, there was just so many things going on, and especially the fact that you fainted. I think that, like, at first it was so tense because you could just feel like we were a bit overwhelmed to start because we had no idea what was going on, and then he fainted, and I feel like that kind of changed the whole vibe because everyone at first, like, freaked out, but then it was kind of funny because Randy's like, what the fuck? Like, let's do this thing.
And anybody that know me, they know that they're like, you can ask anybody that was at the wedding. There's like, you're not the type of person to faint. This is so confusing. Like, out of everybody that we know, you went down. This shit don't make no sense. But if you know me, you know we ran it back.
We ran it back, and it was
did the whole wedding over.
It was fun. Like after that point, like everybody was chill. It was such a beautiful time, and
we did our gender reveal the same day.
Yeah.
Alex was the only person that
Alex
knew.
was like, stop talking about me in y'all videos. Every video, I'm coming up. Leave me alone.
Hey, we've already said it. That's my favorite, right? So Alex was the only person that knew that Sage was a boy. So during the actual gender reveal, she had the little streamer pop things, and she was trying to figure out how to get it to work, and it actually went off, and there was a slight pause
because no one understood, and then we saw all the blue, like, oh,
me and my little brother, like, oh shit, it's a boy.
I don't know.
So yeah, we flipped shit, like we're so excited, and you know we had to do some stuff for the aesthetics.
We just ran it back again.
We ran it back, and everybody else celebrated, even though we already knew it was a boy. So yeah, we did all that just to do that again.
Yeah.
And that was great. Everything went smooth until when we get home, that's when shit decided to go south. For what reason, I don't know. My ex is hitting me up talking about I need to talk to you.
What? For what?
Can I call you?
Call us.
So me, if you know me, I ain't with the fuckery. I'm like, wifey, look at this shit. Mm-hmm. And she said, call her. And I was like, okay. And I called her, and Shorty is on the phone like crying and saying that I'm sorry and all different types of shit. Yeah, man.
It was a lot. So I just feel like in this season, like it was so beautiful for us, and we have so many stories to tell. So like this is an experience that we'll never forget, and I love it for that. But I think that in like certain parts of your life where it's the most beautiful, like people are gonna hate on you, they're gonna try to bring you down.
Bad mind, hypocrite, and jealousy.
Exactly.
Fuck them, fire myself.
And so you just got to make sure that you are always policing the people around you, policing your energy, your space. And sometimes just know that you're getting tested to be able to elevate to the next level. And I feel like we went through all of those things, and we continue to go through things together to show that if we combine and just combine our love, we can get through anything. And I feel like that weekend, no matter what obstacle, we found a resolution. And so it was kind of like the foundation for the rest of our relationship. No matter what we come across, no matter what we endure, like us together, we're unstoppable. beautiful, and that's just all that it's going to be. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I gotta get our baby because I do not want to hear him crying. We love you guys, and stay tuned for our next video.
Later.
Later.